velocity. It is the time rate of change of displacement. It is the time rate of change of displacement. It is the time rate of change of displacement. इसलिए you have to write velocity equal to change in displacement by time. Change in displacement upon time. How the displacement is changing uh, with respect to the time, that gives you the velocity. So that velocity is also can be told as the speed with direction. This is speed with direction. Speed with direction. एक सीधी सी एग्जाम्पल बता रहा हूँ and you will understand. Suppose a man is moving in a body is moving in a circular path. A body is moving in a circular path. Okay. The you just tell me here that that is 2 meter per second. Here also 2 meter per second. Here also 2 meter per second. And here also 2 meter per second. And everywhere we are finding that is the magnitude of speed is 2 meter per second. Magnitude of speed is 2 meter per second. So if you tell about the displacement velocity also, what happens here? Here the velocity will be along this direction, and here the velocity also will be in this direction, and the velocity will be along this direction. That is 2 meter per second along this way, 2 meter per second along this way, 2 meter per second along this way, and 2 meter per second along this way. Means every position you are finding the velocity which is changing. The speed is not changing. The speed is changing, but velocity is changing, and that changing is taking place due to the change in direction. So velocity, you should be clear about that. Velocity is nothing but the change in displacement by time. And if you consider only the magnitude of the velocity and magnitude of the speed will be the same. So velocity, what should be the unit? What is the unit of velocity? Velocity unit is meter per second. SI unit is meter per second. Also, it can be expressed as kilometer per hour, centimeter per second. In this manner, we can express the unit of velocity. Clear? And similar way that as we are getting in speed, and on the same also we will be finding the velocity of type, 4 types. One is the uniform velocity. Number one is the uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. And second one is called the variable velocity. Second one is called variable velocity, and third one is called average velocity. Same manner you get it, average velocity and instantaneous velocity. ये चारों चीज तुम लोग को जानना चाहिए क्या है, कैसे नेचर का है. Instantaneous velocity. What is the uniform velocity? And whenever you are giving the definition of velocity, you must be thinking about the magnitude and direction both. The uniform velocity, if the velocity of a body, हाँ, हाँ, and that must be moving in a straight line. Otherwise, if it will be changing direction also, we change that velocity also will be changing. If the body travels equal displacement in equal interval of time, then such type of velocity is called the uniform velocity. On the same manner, same manner also you can tell the variable velocity. If the body changes unequal displacement in equal interval of time, or unequal displacement in unequal interval of time, then such type of velocity is called the variable velocity. And another is the, if you think for the third one is the average velocity. Average velocity equal to total displacement traveled by total time. Total displacement traveled by total time. The average velocity, simply average velocity equal to total displacement by total time. Total displacement by total time. ये होता है तुम्हारा average velocity. ठीक है. And if you think for the that is average velocity, suppose the body travels x1 displacement in t1 time and x2 displacement in t2 time, then average velocity, what will be the average velocity? If the body travels, if the body moves x1 displacement in t1 time and x2 displacement in t2 time, then V average equal to x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1, और it is told as the delta x by delta t. ये तुम्हारा एवरेज वेलोसिटी. ये क्या चीज़ है? ये क्या चीज़ मैं बता रहा हूँ, तुम लोग समझ रहे हो. देखो, the body travels, if you think for the straight line, x1 distance from O to A, that is x1 distance. This is x1 displacement in t1 time. Similarly, from O to B point is x2 displacement in t2 time. This is t1 time. This is t2 time. So how to calculate the average velocity? So in between these two, we have to consider in between these two, what will be the distance displacement? x2 minus x1, and time interval is t2 minus t1. So this portion is the x2 minus x1, and this time interval is the t2 minus t1. t2 minus t1, that is becoming your average velocity. The average velocity equal to x2 minus x1. You can put the arrow mark also, because velocity is a vector quantity. Velocity is a vector quantity, and we can tell the average velocity equal to delta x by delta t. You can use this formula, or it is total displacement by total time. You can use this formula also for the average velocity. And similarly, you come for the instantaneous velocity. You know instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity. So simply we are writing the instantaneous velocity v. You put the arrow mark. Limit of delta t tends to 0. That is delta x by delta t. And that is written in dx by dt. Dx by dt. And it will be very useful for the to calculate the instantaneous velocity for the variable velocities. If the velocity is variable, then you can use this type of what I can tell, this type of formula you have to use. Clear है? The average velocity, average speed, already you know it. ठीक है ना? हाँ चल. हाँ limit of delta t. Actually this part you will be knowing in the class 12. अभी पढ़ जाओगे तुम लोग, अभी पढ़ोगे 11th में mathematics में. Actually the limiting delta t tends to 0 means if actually the time is tending to 0, the displacement automatically it will vary and very small. So at that small interval of time, very small interval of time, that is approaching to 0, but not equal to 0. In that case, what will be the that variation of displacement with respect to the time interval? We are representing limit of delta t tends to 0, delta x by delta. This is the writing style of the instantaneous velocity. You don't think more about it. Only dx by dt. Whenever you will be reading the limit and differentiation in 11th, you will be knowing the meaning of this one. But उनका कुछ यूज नहीं है यहाँ पर. हम लोग फिजिक्स में फिजिक्स में कुछ इसका यूज नहीं है. अभी नेक्स्ट we will be finding that acceleration. What is that acceleration? If you talk about the acceleration, it is the time rate of change of velocity. It is the time rate of change of it is the time rate of change of velocity. It is the time rate of change of velocity. So just tell me, the time rate of change of velocity means that means the velocity must be changing with respect to the time. In that case, you tell it is accelerating, and you must be knowing that in the on your vehicle, in scooter or motorbike, on the right side you must be having the that is told as the accelerator. You have used the accelerator. So what is the role of the accelerator? Accelerator makes the vehicle to move with increasing speed or by decreasing speed. वो speed बढ़ाता है और घटाता है. That means you can tell it changes the velocity. It changes the velocity. Clearly? तो acceleration word हम use करेंगे तो velocity must be changing. If the velocity is changing means the body is accelerating. So how do you get the change in velocity? Suppose I told you that in the previously already I gave you the example. Suppose if the body is moving in a circular path like that, and everywhere you are finding 2 meter per second, that is the speed, 2 meter per second. My question is this body is accelerating? ये body accelerate कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है पहले बताओ. Yes, the body is accelerating. That velocity of the body in magnitude is not changing. But direction is changing continuously. So you tell that body is accelerating, and that acceleration is possible due to the change in direction only. So means we get the change in velocity. We get change in velocity if number one, magnitude changes. If the magnitude will be changing, that you can get, we tell that the velocity is changing. Number two, direction is changing. Direction change. Or number three, both magnitude and direction. That means if magnitude is changing, we tell that velocity is changing. That means the body is accelerating. If only the direction is changing, above case, we tell the body is in accelerating. If both magnitude and direction both are changing, in that case also you tell that body is accelerating. So acceleration is possible in these three different cases. देखो magnitude change हो सकता है, direction change हो सकता है, और both if it will be changing, then you tell it is accelerating. Clear? And in the same manner also we will be finding the acceleration, types of acceleration. Number one, uniform acceleration. Number two, variable acceleration. Number three, average acceleration. Average acceleration. Number four, instantaneous acceleration. So what will be the uniform acceleration? If the velocity changes by equal amount in equal interval of time. If the velocity changes by equal amount in equal interval of time, then such type of acceleration is called uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. Suppose if the body is moving in a straight line, here the velocity time equal to 0 and you are getting the velocity v equal to 0 starting from rest you are taking, and here t equal to 2 second and we are having the velocity 10 meter per second. Here the time interval is 4 second and having the velocity is 20 meter per second, and here you get t equal to 6 second and velocity is 30 meter per second. So what happens here in these cases? If you think about the time interval, it is 2 second, it is 2 second, it is also 2 second, and within this time interval the change in velocity, it was 0, it is increasing to 10, that is 10 meter per second, and here also we are getting 10 meter per second, here also getting 10 meter per second. That means that velocity increases by equal amount 10 10 10 10 like that. So this type of acceleration is called uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. You check it clear. It may be the uniform acceleration, but you observe that velocity is changing, increasing. The velocity increasing. As the velocity is increasing, that the difference will be positive. Final velocity minus initial velocity. Final velocity minus initial velocity always will be positive. So this type of acceleration is also called पॉजिटिव एक्सीलरेशन. उसका हम पॉजिटिव एक्सीलरेशन ही बोलते हैं ना, क्या पॉजिटिव एक्सीलरेशन, स्पीड इंक्रीजेस इन पॉजिटिव एक्सीलरेशन. क्लियर? And if it would be the negative acceleration, how? Suppose automatically if the velocity is decreasing gradually, that is told as the negative acceleration and that is called retardation. उसको हम रिटार्डेशन बोलते हैं. ठीक है नहीं? तो पॉजिटिव एक्सीलरेशन का एग्जाम्पल क्या होता है? देखो, सपोज इफ ए बॉडी इज फॉलिंग फ्रीली अंडर ग्रेविटी. इफ द बॉडी इज फॉलिंग फ्रीली अंडर ग्रेविटी, व्हाट हैपेंस at instant at that initial point the velocity was 0, and as it is coming down towards the surface of the earth, you will be finding the velocity gradually increases. No doubtly that increase in velocity whatever is taking place by equal amount in equal interval of time. So it is uniform acceleration, and by the way you tell it as the positive acceleration. Suppose a vehicle is climbing at that is a hill station में inclined plane में climb कर रहा है. So as and when it is climbing the inclined plane, velocity gradually decreases. In that case we tell the body is retarding or retardation. Acceleration is negative, that is the retardation. Suppose if the vehicle, if the driver puts the brake, what will happen? The speed of the car was 50 km per hour, gradually it is decreasing 40, 30, 20, and likely it is finally is remaining at rest. So in this case we tell it is retardation or negative acceleration. ठीक है? So this manner we get the uniform acceleration. Similarly, you will be getting the variable acceleration. Variable acceleration means if this interval, that gap, the velocity difference should not be equal by always. That means sometimes it is increasing velocity, sometimes it is decreasing, and in that manner, in changing manner, the body is moving. That type of acceleration is called the variable acceleration. Particularly whenever you are driving the scooty or car on the road in day-to-day life, that is not at uniform acceleration. It is variable acceleration. Sometimes you are increasing the speed, velocity, and sometimes you are decreasing the velocity. In that manner, the vehicle moves. That is the negative acceleration. And then same manner we can talk about the average velocity, average acceleration. Average acceleration, it is the what you can tell it as, it is the what in which way you can take it. Suppose if v1 v1 and v2 are the velocities after interval t1 and t2. ठीक है ना? if v1 and v2 are the velocities in time interval in time t1 and t2, in time t1 and t2, you are finding at t1 the velocity was v1 and t2 the velocity was v2. So what will be the average acceleration? So a average equal to v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. As it is a straight line, I am not mentioning the direction. बात एक ही है, v1 v2 minus v1 by upon t2 minus t1 is the average acceleration. So same manner also you can tell it the instantaneous acceleration. I don't want to tell more. Instantaneous acceleration. Instantaneous acceleration, a equal to limit of delta t tends to 0, delta v by delta t, and that is equal to dv by dt. The rate of change of here you can get it the rate of change of velocity with respect to the time. This is all about your, you get it the acceleration. We have to decide acceleration, and here you have to calculate the acceleration whenever the velocity changes its magnitude only, and the velocity changes due to the direction only also. Direction change currents also, how you can get the acceleration, that part also we will be discussing here. For example, abhi एक example, the position of object, suppose a body is moving along the x-axis, the equation of motion of the object is given by x equal to a plus bt square. ठीक है नहीं? Suppose the example लो, the equation of motion of an object the equation of motion of an object along x-axis, along x-axis, मतलब x-axis means it is moving in a straight line, is given by x equal to that you tell it as the 2t plus 5t square, 2t plus 5t square, clear, and where the time is measured in second and x is in meter. What is the velocity? What is its velocity? What is its velocity at, we can tell it as the at t equal to 2 seconds. What is its velocity at t equal to 2 seconds? Also find the average velocity. Between t 1 second and t 3 seconds. So what my question, just you look on here, whenever you are looking to the question, immediately what are the informations you are getting? The equation of motion of an object is given in along x-axis, that means it is moving in a straight line, is given by x equal to 2t plus 5t square. 2t plus 5t square. So what will be the velocity at t equal to 2 seconds? If you talk about the velocity, simply you have to do it. X equal to 2t plus 5t square. So if you want to find out the velocity, because it is variable velocity is taking place here, velocity is changing. So what happens here, that velocity equal to dx upon dt, that is equal to d by dt of differentiate Euler 2t plus 5t square, and this is equal to 2t का derivative हो जाता है 2 plus 5t square, it will be 10t. I think the derivative all of you are knowing. 2 plus 10t. What is its velocity at when t equal to 2 seconds? So at t equal to 2 seconds, when t equal to 2 seconds, the velocity will be equal to 2 plus 10 into 2, that is equal to 22 meter per second is the velocity. This is the instantaneous velocity after time t equal to 2 seconds. Already you know you calculated the instantaneous velocity. In the second question it is asked what is the average velocity. If you talk about the average velocity, you have to consider the distance, total displacement by total time. The average velocity, if you calculate for the average velocity, you have to use the formula average velocity. Average velocity, then you have to use the formula that is x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1. That means at t2, when t2 equal to, when t1 equal to 2 second, 1 second, 1 second is given, because calculate the average velocity in between 1 second and 3 second. If t1 equal to 1 second, if t1 is 1 second, then you are finding x1 is, you put the values there. 1 second t1, that is 2, t1 that is 5, 5 plus 2 equal to 7 meter, that is 7 meter. And when t2 equal to, when t2 equal to 2 second, 3 second, 3 second, you are finding x2 equal to how much? 3. Then 6 plus 9, 45. That is 50 on a meter. So you just calculate the average speed, average velocity. The average velocity, how much you are finding? The V average equal to, that is 51 minus, x2 is the 51, 51 minus 7. 51 minus 7 by t2. What was the t2? T2 was the 3 second. Minus t1 equal to 1 second. The 51 minus 7 upon 3 minus 1. So this will be equal to 44 by 2, na? That is 22. That is 22 meter per second. The 22 meter per second was the average velocity. But in instantaneous, instantly भी 22 मिल रहा था क्या? Okay. The instant, हाँ, ये भी 22 मिल रहा था. Okay. Okay, instantaneous also 22 you are getting. Clear? समझ में आया? On this manner you have to calculate the totally, that how that average velocity, instantaneous velocity, average acceleration, instantaneous acceleration, that manner you have to solve it. Suppose for example another questions, if you talk about the motion is one dimensional motion, under the action of the force, the equation of motion of the body is given was, the equation of motion is given by, in a straight line motion, equation of motion is given by t equal to under root of x plus 3. Under root of x plus 3. Find the displacement of the particle when its velocity is 0. Find the displacement when velocity is 0. Question ऐसे पूछा. So first of all, t equal to, आंसर में क्या करोगे, t equal to under root of x, t equal to under root of x plus 3 it is given. तो आज to find out the velocity we have to bring x first ले आओ उसको x को, और you can write it as the root over of x equal to t minus 3. Squaring both sides कर लो, there is no problem. That is x equal to how much you are finding, t square minus 60 plus 9. Squaring both sides, t square minus 60 plus 9. Then after you find the velocity, velocity equal to dx upon dt. Dx upon dt, and that is equal to d by dt of, that is t square minus 60 plus 9, and if you differentiate it you are finding 2t minus 6. 2t minus 6. But question is asking what will be its velocity. नहीं, क्वेश्चन क्या पूछ रहे हैं, what will be its displacement when its velocity is 0. What is its displacement when velocity is 0? So you have to find out the, you got the v equal to 2t minus 6. When the velocity is 0, what will be its displacement? The velocity 0 means just you take it as 0. This is take it 0. The second part of the question, velocity v equal to, that is 2t minus 6, that is equal to 2t minus 6, what you are getting, that is 0, or t equal to how much you are finding, 3 seconds. So when t equal to 3 seconds, हाँ क्या हो रहा है, what happened? When 2t minus 6 equal to 0, t you are getting 3 seconds, and put these values t equal to 3 seconds on the above equation. Above equation में डाल दो उसमें. So t equal to under root of x plus 3, then you will be, हाँ डाल सकते हो, there is no problem, कहीं पे भी डालना है डाल लो, no problem, कहीं पे भी डाल सकते हो, ऐसे कुछ नहीं है, ठीक है. So t equal to स्क्वायर वाले इक्वेशन में डाल दो कुछ, there is no problem, because x कितना था, your x equal to that is actually it was था t minus 3 का स्क्वायर था. So this will be equal to t equal to 3 minus 3 का स्क्वायर. आई थिंक डिस्प्लेसमेंट भी 0 है क्या, displacement will be 0. So that is 0. That means when t equal to 3 seconds, displacement was 0, and by that velocity also 0. तेजस, ये समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? तनिष्क ने कौन, हाँ पूरा अटेंटिवली रहना, नहीं तो समझ नहीं पाओगे, ठीक है. And this is the way that in which we can calculate the instantaneous speed, instantaneous velocity, instantaneous acceleration, and by differentiation method. ठीक है. Suppose another example I am giving you. Another example is here two equations I am giving you. That is the motion of the body is given by, that is body number A, particle A, that is moving like that, 2t square plus 3t plus 2, and another is moving like that, xb is moving with 5t plus 3. So out of these, if the question will be asking which particle is moving with uniform acceleration, which particle is moving with zero acceleration, like that, if the question is asking you, that simply you do it by differentiation. That is speed equal to how much, speed of A. Speed of A कितना, how much you will getting, that is equal to 4t plus 3. The velocity is not uniform. A is not moving with uniform speed, क्योंकि the time variable is there, so V is variable. Again you differentiate it. Acceleration you are finding 4. हाँ हाँ मैं जानता हूँ ना, 9 बज गया क्या, 9:05, हाँ ठीक ठीक है निकलो ए एक्सीलरेशन इक्वल टू 4 दैट एक्सीलरेशन इक्वल टू तुम्हारा कांस्टेंट है दैट इज कांस्टेंट है. इफ यू थिंक फॉर द बी ऑल्सो VB how much you are finding VB equal to you are finding that is 5. In second cases में you are finding the particle is at constant velocity constant speed देखो because it is not in term with the t. If you take the acceleration AB that will be equal to 0, so that is 0 acceleration. Constant speed मतलब 0 acceleration. So in that manner by taking the differentiation you can identify which one is moving with constant speed and which one is moving with the constant acceleration. Okay, thank you very much.